Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies and Man once again, and today we're going to be doing another review for the new episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Today we're going to be looking at episode 3, and I'm not going to really talk about the whole episode. I'm just going to talk about the things that kind of stood out to me, which I guess might be the whole episode, but just kind of talking about the things that I really care about. I only watched the episode once. I'm kind of in a bit of a burnout in terms of TV and media in general. I haven't really been wanting to watch anything after I watched that episode. I don't know, kind of having a bit of a funk in terms of media, so I didn't watch it more than once. I do want to, but I just haven't really felt like it. So hopefully I get to watch it again soon. But my initial reactions to the episode were pretty positive. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. It was very interesting. We kind of get a bit more of that Obi-Wan sad character development, but we also get a bit more of the there's hope still for this character kind of feel to it. And I really enjoyed the interaction between Obi-Wan and Leia, and in general I thought the episode was really, really good. I'm trying to think of any negative things that I thought about. The only thing that might have been negative was the Freck character. I didn't really find his design to be bad. I thought it was really, really good, but his voice didn't really seem to fit the type of character he was. Like, it didn't really look like he could speak English like a it didn't really seem like the mouth shape of that creature or of that alien could really enunciate English words. And I would have liked it more if it had like a different language that it spoke. Maybe not Huttese, because maybe Huttese isn't really doable for an animal like that either, for an alien like that either. But I think a different language would have been nice, or just a different kind of voice for the character. I think would have worked better, because he just felt really like human sounding for an alien that looked like that. But other than that, the alien was actually really interesting because he was a sympathizer to the Empire, which is interesting. We haven't really seen anyone like that. I mean, I guess a lot of people would assume that the Separatists would continue to dislike the Empire, and that the previous Republic would like the Empire, but that's not necessarily true. Maybe some Separatists would like the Empire, and some of them would not. It really depends on how the economic structure of the Empire was, but I'm pretty sure that we haven't ever really had an Imperial sympathizer character, and so I think Freck was pretty interesting in that sense. I do realize that he was basically like some sort of like MAGA type character. Like, if you used like a MAGA stereotype into Star Wars, that would be kind of what he is. And some people might have an issue with that. I didn't really think so, or I didn't really have an issue with it. I think it's interesting when you see parallels like that are not super on the nose, which is usually what bothers me about like these types of inclusions. And also it was kind of subtle, because he wasn't really a bad guy. He was just kind of like someone that was okay with the Empire, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad. So I thought Freck was an interesting character, except for his voice. The little moment of tension there between Obi-Wan, Leia, and the the stormtroopers was really, really good as well. I like that kind of feel of like, oh god, this is what's gonna happen right now. They're gonna have an issue here, and I thought that was really, really good as well. There's this brutal scene where one of the stormtroopers gets cut in half by these ray beams. That was so cool, very, very badass. And then getting right into the kind of more hardcore violence type of stuff, I really loved everything that was happening with Darth Vader. He was so powerful, so evil, so like just a force to be reckoned with. He was so badass. It was so cool. It was pretty sad. He like snapped 3 people's necks, I'm pretty sure, in like the span of a minute or so. One of them was a kid. 2 of them were like his parents. And Obi-Wan's just fear of Darth Vader was amazing. It was just so good and so creepy. And Darth Vader was such a powerful, massive figure. It was so cool. I really, really liked it. His voice sounded crisp and clear, and it was awesome. The kind of like Iron Man montage where he got assembled was so cool as well. It really does make him appear more machine than man, and I like that. I thought that was really, really good. The little Quinlan Voss mention was really good as well. Maybe O'Shea Jackson's character might play that character, Quinlan Voss, and that would be really, really cool. I hope we get to see Quinlan Voss in live action at some point. And I know that there's a storyline for Quinlan Voss called Dark Disciple with Asajj Ventress, and I think Asajj Ventress would be a very interesting character to see live action. And I would really like to see like Dark Disciple turned into a little short 4-episode television show. I think it would be really, really cool. But I don't know. It might be a little too risque for Disney. I'm pretty sure that in that book, Asajj Ventress is a bit more of a like seductress femme fatale type character. Maybe more so than she already was in the Clone Wars, I guess. So maybe it wouldn't work, but I think it'd be interesting. But anyway, back to Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought their fight scene was great. It definitely felt more like original trilogy. It didn't really feel quite as powerful as the prequels, but I think it makes complete sense. Like, Darth Vader was definitely fighting powerfully, and Obi-Wan was fighting weakly, and this is because Darth Vader has spent 10 years hunting and killing and destroying people, and Obi-Wan has spent 10 years not even trying to use his lightsaber. So I think that worked really well. I think that the battle was really good. It was short, and it wasn't like exciting in the same way that the prequels was, but I think it had a lot of emotional weight. It was a lot of storytelling in that fight, and I liked it a lot. And the scene where Darth Vader uses his lightsaber to catch fire to some stuff, and then he drags Obi-Wan through the fire. Oh my god, man. That was so cool. I loved it so much. Darth Vader is one of the greatest villains ever, and he just looks so scary, so badass in this episode, and I really, really liked it. Other than that, there really isn't much more to say. I really enjoyed the whole episode. I think Reva was a big improvement this episode. I think that she was pretty unlikable in the first 2 episodes because she was just so loud. Like, Star Wars villains are not loud. They're controlled, and they're methodical, and they're very direct, and her being so loud doesn't really work for me because it doesn't end up being intimidating. Like, if you compare her to Vader or Maul or Grievous or any of them, she doesn't really feel scary. Like, even Asajj Ventress felt scary, and she was much more talkative than any of these other evil characters. So, I don't know. However, she was a lot more toned down, and she had a more specific, like, straight path to follow in this one. So, I think it worked, but I don't know. I'm still not sure what I feel about her character. I don't dislike her, but I don't really care about her either. However, I think the actress is doing a good a job as any. I don't really have any hate for the actress, and I definitely recommend that, if you have criticisms about the character, don't attack the actress, but definitely feel free to criticize the character. I really dislike the racism that has been kind of shown towards Moses Ingram. She doesn't deserve that, and no one does, but racism is bad, and it really shouldn't be happening, especially not for entertainment, like things that are supposed to be for everyone, right? I really am kind of disappointed in people for that. However, I also find it kind of weird that Disney definitely was like preparing her ahead of time, but then she said it in an interview, and I feel like that also negatively affected her, like the way people perceived her character and her as an actress, and then also incited some of this racism stuff. So it was a really weird situation. I definitely don't condone racism. I think it's concerning and bad, and people like that should not exist. And if you're watching this and you're one of those people, please click away. I don't really want you watching my videos. But I also feel like that interview where she says that also kind of was a way to deflect from the fact that maybe the character isn't that well written. And so this idea that, they're mixing, like, that if you're saying bad things about Moses Ingram's character, you're doing it because you're racist. I think that that's a concerning way of looking at the criticisms as well. So I don't know. Definitely don't stand for racism. I think it's concerning, bad. I don't want it anywhere near me. But I also don't think that, you know, it's okay to stop people from criticizing characters, right? So, yeah, I don't know. There really isn't much more to say to that. I hope I made it clear my stance on this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.